This is my SOP on how to properly tie-dye. Today we're going to be tie-dyeing one bandana, one tank top, and bleach dyeing a black t-shirt.
The first step is to prep your materials. We're going to be using a black t-shirt, a white tank top, and a white bandana. An important note is that you actually have to wear protective clothing, so you're going to want to wear a long t-shirt, closed-toed shoes, and shorts. This outfit is not appropriate. The next step is to take your experiment outside in a ventilated area. Then lay down some tarp, plastic, trash bags will work, and make sure to have something that'll hold them down so they won't move. After laying the proper materials outside, we will go inside to get a list of the materials needed. You will need an arrangement of dyes, the materials needed for dyeing, 2 different types of bags, trash bags and then plastic bags for storage, 2 different types of gloves, latex gloves for colored dyes and rubber gloves for bleach dye, the bleach being used, the rubber bands needed to secure the tie-dye, goggles, and a mask for protective equipment. The first step with your materials is to dampen each item that we will be using. Dampen the black t-shirt, the white tank top, and the bandana to ensure that the color seeps through. It is important to thoroughly dampen each item. Next is to choose the method with which we are going to dye. We are going to be using 3 different methods. On the first, the black t-shirt, we'll be using the twist method, where you take the center of the shirt and twist it in a clockwise motion. Once this is done, we wrap up the edges and we will take rubber bands and put them in a star formation across the t-shirt to secure the tie. Next, I'll be using the white tank top, where I'll be doing the over-under method. This is folding the t-shirt vertically to produce horizontal lines. Once it is perfectly folded and you have it the way you want, you can go ahead and put the rubber bands on. You can choose how many rubber bands you want to put on, but I like to put a lot to produce a lot of lines. Once this is all done, it should look like this, kind of like a rope. The third method is going to be random. Now this is taking any twist, pull, tie you want to produce any design. This is completely unique and it will not produce the same pattern twice. Once this is secured with the rubber bands, you're going to go ahead and take all of your materials to ensure they are properly tightened. Once your materials are properly fastened, take this outside. Decide which dyes you want to use and then mix them to make sure nothing has settled at the bottom. For the white tank top, I'll be using the green and navy dye. Now, as you can see on my gloves, I already have dye. Be very careful when doing this because it will get very messy. The first thing you need to do is start adding a little bit at a time to ensure that that is the design that you really want. Once you have decided, you can go ahead and add a little bit more at a time and massage it into the t-shirt. This ensures that it goes all the way through and there are no white patches where you do not want them. The most important aspect to remember is that you need to flip over your material. Most of the dye will go fully through, but some of it will not reach the exact outer edges, so it is important to get both sides when dyeing. Repeat this process for the white bandana. The next step when done is to secure it in a plastic bag. This way there's no spillage and it can properly set without getting anywhere. After this, go ahead and put on your rubber gloves for bleach dye. The third and final process is going to be the black t-shirt. We'll be using bleach on this, so I have put it in a plastic bowl so as not to get it anywhere. We'll be using a Clorox bleach cleaner, which has already diluted bleach, so we don't need to worry about diluting it. The first step is to liberally add a lot of bleach onto the t-shirt. This is specific to you, so you can add as little or as much as you would like. As you can see, I am massaging it in there a lot. It is important that you let the bleach really get into the t-shirt to set. As with the white tank top and the bandana, you need to flip it on its other side to make sure that it gets on both sides. Keep massaging it in there. This is important that you wear the rubber gloves when doing this so you don't get any contact with your skin. After this, we will be letting it sit into the bucket for about 5 to 20 minutes. I let mine sit for about 25 to 30 because there wasn't much color change in the beginning. But again, this is specific to you and to you only. After this, we'll be washing it out in the sink. Turning on the warm water, we're going to be rinsing out each item. You'll be able to see that the color comes out. You want to do this until the water runs clean. After you've rinsed each in the sink, you're going to throw them in the washer separately, run them on a small load with cold water. After this, you're going to put them either in the dryer on no heat or air dry them as I prefer. And these are how each turned out. This is the black shirt, and this is the tank top and the bandana. As you see, I left a lot of white. That's how I prefer it. But yeah, thanks for watching.